very much.
All right. Thank you, Gabriel. Testing. OK, there we go. Thanks, Gabriel. So a really cool look at the upcoming China updates. Now, I'm about to take a step back because I want to talk about Kaiserreich in general. I want to talk about some projects we've done, especially in the art world of Kaiserreich, which is why I've called my talk Creating the World of Kaiserreich. Starting off, who am I? I've given you guys a quick introduction when my slides weren't ready yet. So I am Vincent De Nil. I am the designer of the Kaiserreich logo and posters, Kaiserreich artist. I've done some of the loading screens, not all of them. This is a common misconception. I would say about 80% of them are done by other artists. So there's definitely more artists in the team than me. I am quite out there because, as most of you might know by now, we're playing a lot with things like live streaming, which goes into Kaiser Cat Cinema. I've been a Kaiserreich Hearts of Iron 4 dev since 2016. I am now considered a semi-active dev because I have started essentially my own project within the Kaiserreich universe, which is called Kaiser Cat Cinema. I am a marketing artist and illustrator professionally, which is I'm a freelancer, which is just a fancy word to say that I work from my bedroom, which you can see up here. And I'm the founder of Kaiser Cat Cinema, which you can see in the bottom picture. Very quick about the origin story. A long time ago, I was on a Paradox Plaza far away, the Paradox forums. Not sure how many here still visit those. I wrote Kaiserreich Rs with a friend. We turned them into YouTube videos. They are all still on YouTube. The bad news is they are all terrible. Like, we were 16 at the time. This was 2010, 2008, the Hearts of Iron 2 Darkest Hour. But this is going to be important later. What is Kaiserreich? Real quick, because I assume most people here already know what the mod is about. This is more of what my interpretation is of what Kaiserreich is. I consider Kaiserreich to be a noir and grounded alt history universe. There is a very opaque sense of what is right and wrong. There are many factions, and none of them fully correspond to something that we understand in our current timeline. So, as most of you know, the Kaiserreich world has the three big factions, the Syndicalists, the remnants of the Entente, and the Reichspakt, Germany and their allies. But there's a ton more happening there. No bad guys, so this is about that opaque sense of right and wrong. The extreme level of detail, as Gabriel here has just shown. Every tag in China, even, every warlord has a ridiculous amount of story to him, a ridiculous amount of research, and a lot of passion. Because we get a lot of people from those regions coming into the mod and saying, I want to do something detailed about the region. Sometimes the region they come from, sometimes just something they're interested in. This is one of the original Kaiserreich posters, also one we sell on the web shop. There's a lot of timelines possible. Every game of Kaiserreich is going to be different. And then I will go into expanding the world of Kaiserreich. In 2016, we had a problem. The problem, as I saw it, was as such. The Kaiserreich universe is amazing. I consider it to be a titan of alt history. I always say it is the largest fan-built alt history IP in the world. I think the fan-built part here is not the largest, but the fan-built part is important. It's built by people who are passionate about it. But it is inside of Hearts of Iron. So if you don't play Hearts of Iron, it will be very hard to learn about Kaiserreich. It would have been very hard in 2016. We needed a way to make all that lore, to make it concise. We needed a way to make it interesting for new people to come in, even people that had never heard of Hearts of Iron before. And we wanted to tell alt history stories, the perspective of the common man in the world of Kaiserreich. My first solution was just to make art, and lots of it. We started with the Kaiserreich logo. I am a marketing artist, so I do believe logos are important, which is why I created the other symbol, unifying Prussian iconography with some modern typography. This is something we've been using since late 2015, 2016, as you can see on our shirts, and it's become very popular as we do sell sweaters with them, we sell mugs, everything. That's when we got into character design, looking for a way to explain our universe in interesting ways. At that point, I came up with the World of Kaiserreich. Some or most of you may have already seen the videos on YouTube. This is actually how World of Kaiserreich started. They were images I posted on Reddit that were essentially based on history books. So as you can see to my left, your left, the way old history books have these drawings of characters and uniforms, and then with all the text next to them. I thought it was very interesting. I thought, okay, let's do that for Kaiserreich. At that point, I started making these images. And then, as I said earlier, I did a bit of stuff on YouTube. So I started posting the recaps of painting them. So just a video of me drawing them. You can still find this if you look for Old World of Kaiserreich. There was no story in them. They were very music-based. We used a lot of them for loading screen art. We still do. Then we evolved into this, which is a more dramatic, more video gamey. It started becoming more concise. It started becoming more about explaining how it feels to play as a nation. This is the German Empire. This piece of artwork inspired someone in our community, Benjamin, to come up and do a voice recording. I don't have embedded video in this because it's a little hard to do with PowerPoint. So if you guys want to see this, just Google World of Kaiserreich, German Empire. This essentially became what I would call the third generation World of Kaiserreich, the animatic era, when we started taking our art, animating it, putting VO on it, putting music on it. This video in particular went super wild. It's coming up to 500,000 views now, which is, at that point I started saying, okay, we could actually do something with this. Like, I believe this is something people want. A quick sidestep, propaganda posters. In PDX-CON 2 years ago, at the very first edition, we had the idea of why not make original Kaiserreich artwork based on existing propaganda posters to give away at the convention. Paradox, bless them, they gave us a budget, so they allowed us to print and give them away for free. This is what it looked like. We had Milo bringing his touchscreen table experience. We also have that one at our booth this year. So we had a lot of stuff, and it was extremely popular. These spawned a lot of fan art. So these are Harunian, Commissar Gabe, Ayuru Nalado, and Ronius. I think that's clockwise. We printed 150 of each of what I would call the original PDX-CON set. Maybe someone here still has them. So that's the only ones there are in the world. Yours will say PDX-CON 2017 or 2016? 2017 in the top right corner. Okay. The people who went to that particular PDX-CON got posters. But what about everyone else? Everyone else said, I would totally buy Kaiserreich merch, which got me thinking. Could we do a Kaiserreich web shop? And if we could, what would we do with it? The idea I had is, it would help us fund videos, increasing the rate of posting, allowing us to do a World of Kaiserreich video for each and every single faction, nation, every tag in 1936. I also felt very strongly that it should serve the community by creating free content, free original music content, everything in that space. I also felt it could serve as a platform for promoting the mod, as we could now run contests, we can do giveaways. We haven't done that yet, but we'll probably do a little more with that in the future. So now we have the posters, and we have the videos. So by your powers combined, it became Kaiser Cat Cinema. This is when we launched a new YouTube channel and a company that would handle the commercial arm, the merchandise of Kaiserreich, and use it to build towards our goal, which I will talk about in just a minute. The plan is really simple. Kaiser Cat Cinema is a collective of artists, actors, and musicians united in the goal of bringing free Kaiserreich content to all platforms. We create original Kaiserreich content. We sell merch, Patreon, and YouTube ads, which generates views. This allows us to expand the universe, sends more people to the web shop, allowing us to create more free content. So far, we have 38,000 subscribers. We've sold $75,000 of gross product, turning a $20,000 profit. All of that money has now been spent on music, so we have created, no, not music, all the content. We've created about 2 full hours of Kaiserreich content. We have a ton more planned. We have a full season of Kaiserreich Radio coming up. We have a bunch of World of Kaiserreich videos coming up. We have a full studio album coming up to expand on the 4 we've already released. I hope to release one of those tomorrow because I have the audio with me. I just haven't made a video yet. we also want to do other things. Oh yeah, the last point. Public finances and stakeholder streams. When I get back to Belgium, I will do a live stream where we will talk about the finances. So we are going public with what we are spending, why we are spending it. This is because we believe very strongly that Kaiser Cat Cinema should be a community-led platform, so we are going to be fully transparent in that. In the future, I would love to do something with books, maybe audiobooks. I think this would be a great space for us to do expansive Kaiserreich lore in. One thing I'm very excited about is pianists. I've been talking about it for a while. I hope to release in 2020, but it will essentially be a series of Kaiserreich animatics, or anime, if you will, about the common man in the world of Kaiserreich, each one set in a different timeline, different year, so essentially expanding that ground level view. Comics, also something I'm very excited about. Currently, we are looking for an illustrator who does comics, so if you know anyone, you can always send them to me. What is our final goal? Because this is not even our final form. When people started asking for a Kaiserreich Artbook, I was like, hey, why not? I got more of these, but you get the point. Presenting Project Augustus. The final plan of Kaiser Cat Cinema has always been to create a World of Kaiserreich Artbook. I want to go to Kickstarter, I want to raise $100,000, and I want to create a 300-page art book with 150 pieces of unique original art explaining the full lore of Kaiserreich. So we'll go to Kickstarter, we'll make it, and it will be forever for everyone. This art book would, this slide came out a little weird, so it would make our project come full circle. We started making the World of Kaiserreich images, artwork, to expand the World of Kaiserreich, and we would bring everything to a close with a single book that would contain all the Kaiserreich lore in a beautifully illustrated way. Featuring dozens of pages and a breakdown of the unique history and every country's universe, so you can see the words got a little jumbled in there. It would be a lasting monument to the achievements of the Hearts of Iron community, the world's largest alt history IP. The good news, PDX-CON, is that you can help us. All you have to do is pass the ammunition. Share our videos, comment, like, subscribe. I thank you for your time, and you can find us on kaisercatcinema.com. Dankeschön.
Pass the ammunition. Follow, like, subscribe, or dash over to our Alt History webshop.